He's in a tough position, man. So many good eggs in there. Destroyed by so many bad eggs. I hope the good ones get out of that cesspool. I really do. I really do. And trust when I say I've seen the shit that was said on the Discords. I really have.
Yes,
and I have no objection saying what I did earlier. Zero.
The stairs over
absolutely
here,
zero. If your ass is doing that shit, fuck off.
Right now, just to give you,
fuck off.
Information on how many there is and when they arrive.
You know where I am.
You can pretty much see the whole perimeter.
Alright. You got visual on the client. Tell me where they're coming from. I am in the bushes.
Oh, absolutely disgusting. Absolutely. Think RP is so fucking real. You attack people in real life. Sending your entire fucking communities at them. Grown ass fucking men. You know. And I have no problem offending them. I really don't. And I hope that those who are blindly following down that line, thinking that they're fucking e-gangsters in chat in a real gang or whatever, man, grow the fuck up, man. Like, seriously.
El client, you need cocaine, Gucci.
I should be good. I should be good. I appreciate it though. But anyways, we'll leave it at that.
Oh no, I can see you, man. Oh.
As a community, we need to be welcoming, you know what I mean? And that goes beyond like this community here, but just kind of anybody on No Pixel. And the moment a certain line is crossed, you know, you just can't, you can't allow that to happen. It can't be tolerated at all. At all.
You know, you see that car stopping right there?
We have one purple Acura Type S, or Tegra Type S, just arrived. One individual.
How many puffs you got off that
I'm gonna stay
coil?
in the
Yo, a
parking
good
lot and watch
amount.
the facility to make sure no one else comes in.
Good,
you guys
good,
do you.
Let's stay the radio quiet. Client are gonna speak with him now, so you know, let's just stay off the radio until something goes down.
How you doing today, Mr. Nino?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing all right?
You don't have to worry. It's 6 p.m. That doesn't mean they're going to go and shoot you. I don't operate like that.
I appreciate that.
Step forward is a step forward. You know what I mean? It's not something a lot of your crew knew how to understand.
I agree.
That's why OTT was given another 24 hours.
I appreciate that.
So I want to start with a series of questions because I need to understand a couple things. Is OTT still a part of the Ballers?
I do not believe so.
Is Sonya still a part of the Ballers?
I do not believe so.
Okay. Why are you still repping those colors?
Nino, I'm a loyal motherfucker. My head. I don't think I'm all right upstairs, to be honest. I mean, hell, I took dildos from the VU put them in plants, and called it Pussy Kush.
Mm.
I ain't the smartest motherfucker you ever met, but I'm loyal. I just can't. I can't leave it.
Did you have a life before the East Side Ballers?
I sold weed on the corner of Grove Street, and they robbed me. And then they ripped my eyeball out. And here I am.
How long have you been away?
2 months.
Do you know what's been happening in the city?
I've come back to, and I heard about it. And what I will say is this:
How much have
is
you
it
heard?
would have. I think I've heard pretty much everything.
Well, tell me.
And-
I want to see how much you actually know.
So I've heard both sides of the story. I talked to Flippy, I talked to Sis, and I talked to Mr. K yesterday because I was told I had to make amends with them because some way we ruined the best relationship we had in the city with any other crew, which is Chain Gang, and now that's tarnished. Somehow we pissed off Flippy and everything that he has connections with, which I have no idea how we did that either. And then Sis, kind of one of the most passive motherfuckers, we even pissed him off. And somehow he started shooting at us too. So to be 100% honest with you, I have no idea how the fuck we did that.
So you don't know
Also,
anything, is what you're
I know
saying.
about the, what I do know is about the taxes. I know that OTT tried, in his opinion, or what he, in his words, tried to go $5 more on every single material.
Oh my God,
In
he doesn't
Flippy's
know
words,
anything.
He tried to double the material prices of the market, which ups the gun value, and that affects business on his end.
Deadeye, let's pause. No one told you what happened.
I do not know what happened.
I'm going to tell you a little story. And if at the end of this story you still want to be ESP, I'm going to be exceptionally disappointed.
All right.
You seem like a good guy. You've surrounded yourself around pretty good people. Outside of the ballers, in fact.
I appreciate that.
And I think despite some of the things you've done in the past, I think you can tell the difference between right and wrong.
That I can.
Everything originally started with OTT and Vinny. Something around materials. This was a Vinny problem. It was an OTT problem. Something pertaining to materials getting stolen left and right. Or OTT's crew maybe stealing things from fucking from Vinny's crew and shit like that, and they got into some beef. That beef, however, was used as an excuse by not just Tyrone, but every other member of the Ballers to go to war with not just Chang Gang, but the rest of the fucking city. In a span of 24 hours. The war went to Tyrone going and screaming in the hospital while him and Chang Gang are on beds about how Sahara is putting him up to it. We had nothing to do with this shit. So now, myself, the people I care about, now have the cops breathing down our neck for no apparent reason. In a fucking gang war. What do you think I would do?
Kill that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Yet I didn't. I didn't raise a fucking finger. Then, Alan, who works for me, is called by Tyrone. And he is threatened. You know how? That if you wake up you're gonna get fucking clapped. You're gonna get hunted. The man doesn't even know how to hold a fucking gun. So Curtis, who works for me, make sure he gets put in the ground. Well, they end up letting him know not to touch out. What happens next? At this point, Flippy's involved. He has some involvement with the material thing. ESB's fighting Changang and Flippy. They're threatening Alan out of nowhere. They go after Fiona, who's a part of the HOA. Why? Because Fiona is Miguel's girlfriend or friend or something like that. They're fucking Nazi Germany opening up wars against everyone. Give me a second. Hey, I'm talking to Deadeye right now.
Oh, you are? Shit. Okay. Listen, Nino, I talked to Deadeye. He's a little confused.
I know. I got that. That's why I'm telling him everything right now.
Okay, I appreciate that. You know, don't mind him. He hasn't been in the city for a little while. I'm sure once he figures everything out, then I'll get him on board. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make sure. First of all, I wanted to call you to, give you an update on everything. But, since you're already talking to Deadeye, But just know he isn't the brightest. Like, he's passionate about purple. All right. He's a great guy. And he's a little confused. He's, so just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind and let him know that I will be talking to him. Tell him to give me a call once you guys are done doing your thing. And I got an update for you. Okay.
I appreciate that.
All right.
I see him. He just drove downwards towards the city.
Where was I? So now they're fighting. Fiona gets scooped up. Why? Because what's her name? Like fucking Mona or whatever. ESB, you know Mona?
Yeah, I do.
She's like UAVing or some shit like that. So that was their sake of revenge. So now they got to fight against Changang. They're also now fighting Flippy's gang, the Hydra, and then they're also fucking shooting up civilians in the HOA. And they're fucking threatening Alan, of all people. And then I wake up, I drive into fucking Benny's, and they go and fucking kidnap me, and they're asking me all kinds of fucking questions. And I asked Tyrone straight to his fucking face, what the fuck are you doing right now? What is your end goal? This motherfucker thinks I'm going and getting Changang to come after you guys over fucking materials because OTT raised the price. I don't give a fuck about the goddamn materials. And then I ask him, why do you think Curtis got involved? Tell me why he might have got involved. Takes him 30 fucking minutes to tell me, oh yeah, by the way, we threatened to fucking clap Alan every time he wakes up. Like, and he's like, oh, I forgot because I was fucking high.
That sounds like him.
And then he goes and says that because, it's not a big deal that he's running his mouth, to the cops about Sahara being involved in all this shit. I tell him, let me go find out what happened from Curtis's side, why he got involved in this shit. Don't fucking touch him. All right? And he goes and he says, okay. Bear in mind, up until this point, I had every fucking reason to go after every fucking member of ESB for coming after Alan, for coming after Curtis, for causing a fucking disturbance in the entire fucking criminal underground. But I didn't. You know what happens that same night? Curtis, Alan, and my boy JJ are down by in Mirror Park, minding their own business, and Tyrone and company roll up, make it seem like they're going to have a conversation, and then just gun them down. And let me not even talk about all the things that you're probably not even privy to. The only way I can put it is this, that I respect your loyalty to a crew. but that is a sinking fucking ship, tarnished by a hell of a lot of things that you do not want yourself associated to. Get yourself and your other boys out of there for your own good. Because trust me, your loyalty does not want to stick to the shit, the fucking trash that place is turned into. And that is the very reason that we are not stopping until the cul-de-sac is given up. I mean, fuck me. Call it like something else. Call it like the Reform Ballers. Call it whatever you want to call it. But the moment you're stepping around calling it ESB, trust me, my man, everybody is going to be reminded of the grievances that have transpired over these last couple weeks. There's things I can't even say. Don't be associated with it. It's why OTT's out. It's why Sonya's out. And that's why everybody who's thinking straight is out. And if they're still in there, my man, some of them, they ain't the people you want around you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Nino, because you know I'm not gonna sit here and plead for the cul-de-sac. But I agree with everything that you're saying. I think for a long time, whenever I first joined Eastside, in case you know nothing about me, I was the first member in Eastside. We had nothing. Bought the house up on Fudge. That was our first home. We expanded from Fudge, took over the cul-de-sac. I thought everything was going to be great, and it wasn't. We held down the cul-de-sac and the gas station for a good little bit. And I'm going to be honest, me and Tyrone, we didn't see eye to eye on very much of anything. I was his right-hand man, but I really wasn't. I was told many times that I was just another guy in the gang. Even whenever I did try to step up and claim an OG status, I was always told I wasn't. But there's something, I've had every opportunity to leave. I've had every opportunity to put down the colors. But even if I don't agree with it, there's just something, East Side, it can't be changed, it can't be altered. The name can be tarnished, but anything can be rebuilt. Anything can be reestablished. Our people are down there. I can't leave our people. I mean, hell, I've been
What do you mean
dealing
leave
drugs.
them? Get them the fuck out of there. Deadeye. Why would you want them in there? Do you know how cancer works? Deadeye.
Yes, you can't. I know how cancer works way too well. You can get all of it out, but then any tiny little bit can multiply into a larger cancer.
Every tiny little bit of just little bit that's in there, it's gonna grow back.
But I can tell you that Eastside won't be what it was or even close to what it is whenever what happened. I can tell you with the people who are now not in Eastside, with them gone, it's not even going to be remotely close to what it was.
That's because all the good ones left. There's so what the ones who didn't leave. And I'm not saying necessary yourself, and there's not like there might not be some other good ones in there, but you think the ones who are a problem are gonna leave?
Nino, do you know the quote, if you hang around shit, you start smelling like it?
That's right.
Maybe that was the problem. Maybe now, in your opinion, not my own, but in your opinion, if that shit is gone, maybe the stink will go with it. Maybe if there was a little bit of a different mindset or guidance or a different leadership, if you may, things will change. And again, I'm not saying that Tyrone was shit. In my opinion,
he was shit, quite frankly.
To you, yes.
To everybody.
Yes. And I'm not saying I agree with him on anything, or pretty much anything. We never really agreed on much. But I can't sit here and tarnish his name or what he built. Although we could have went around it, or we could have built it in a different way. I believe that 100%.
What are you holding on to exactly?
When I wake up every morning, Nino, I go out on my lawn, start blowing the leaves off of it, because the crackheads around the corner keep bringing crack pipes and smoking shit on my front porch, and I can't get them to stop. Zeus will come and bite some motherfuckers at any given moment. I love dealing weed to all of my locals down there on the block, even if it does get me raided. I love selling drugs out of the trash can. I love going right up to my gas station and getting gas, or what used to be my gas station. I love being right next to Maze Bank Arena, so I can listen to people sing sometimes if there's an event held. I love going right across the block and seeing a bunch of dog-ass rats, which is the Vagos, no offense. You know, I think they're good people, but they're also dogs. I like being right there. I like being right with everybody. And even if I'm not there, that's my home, and I can't leave.
Even if you're surrounded by a bunch of rats,
The rats are gone, Nino.
how do you know this?
I know this.
You're gonna have to give me more than that.
Nino, I'm not very much, just a one-eyed man with a limp dick that got shot off by a cop, and a Mustang that's probably the slowest Mustang in the city, but I love it. And I don't really win very many races, but I still host them. And I lost my job at the tuner shop, but I still go there. I'm a hard-headed, one-eyed, mustache drawn on my face with my mom who dreads my hair every other day. But like I said, there's one thing I'm not, and that's not a hypocrite, and I'm not a liar.
I'm
When I
not
sit
saying
here and I tell you,
I'm not saying you're a liar, and you're not up here for judgment. I'm saying, how are you so convinced they're out?
because I'm here now, and because I'm the head now.
You run the East Side Ballers? No.
Yeah. And that's what I've had to, that's what I told Mr. K and Flippy and Sizz yesterday when I went and tried to make amends with everybody. And they seemed all pretty sold on it because they all know
I don't
who
think
I
anyone's
am.
sold. Deadeye. I don't know what they told you, but nobody's sold. We haven't talked yet.
Gotcha.
There may have been a moment of relief, maybe seeing one of the good ones around. That doesn't mean anything changed.
Gotcha. Well, if I may ask one favor.
What's that?
If you're going to eradicate and get rid of the East Side, start with me.
Why are you making me do this?
Because I won't stop.
Everything good?
I don't like to get my hands dirty. Get rid of the body.
10-4. He got no pulse, I repeat. Let's take care of him, boys.
Get everything cleared up, boys. Come on.
I'll give you a call after the tsunami, yeah.
I saw that, stay around, so.
Man, that was a tough one. That was a tough one, man.
Boys, this is what we're gonna do. Hear me. Let's bring him towards Paleto now. This is what we're gonna do, boys. We're gonna stash him. We're gonna stash him in Paleto and make sure he's good. Then we're gonna take his body. Wait, go through his pocket right now. Benji, go through his pockets.
Yeah, that one hit different, man. Oh. I really like Hutch. So, like, I was almost seeing, like, Hutch through that character, you know? That's why there was so much hesitation. It was like shooting a friend, you know what I mean? That one hit different, yeah. It reminded me of like, dude, it reminded me of like his RP was so good. Like I didn't like, you know what I mean? Like it was one of those like, it was so like, he doesn't know. It was like Alan, you know? Like, how do you shoot him? Yeah, like of Mice and Men or something. Gonna go dump this weapon. Yo, whatever Hutch decides, you know, that was just that, man. That hit a different way, man. Switch up the colors. The thing I was struggling on with Nino during that conversation was like, is there an out? But the moment he said pretty much East Side till I die, and that he was the leader, and that it was clean, Nino knew that he didn't know enough. And that he, even though Nino knew that he meant what he was saying, he didn't know any better. And he only knew the East Side. So it completely makes sense, like, why he was like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, loyal to that. And I super respect the angle he went at it with. You know what I mean? Just pure RP. And, but because he didn't know, it had to be done. Because if we said 24 more hours, that wouldn't resolve anything.
God, he's failing.
That was the decision that had to be made.
Do your thing. Keep driving. Listen, Cesar. We're gonna take a left after the gas station, you know, that hobo place. You block that tunnel, you know what I mean? We're gonna be in there, okay?
Alright.